Close to the equator and under similar harsh conditions to those in Afghanistan, the British Army has set up a camp on the edge of a Kenyan firing range.
Two different types here. We've got a round fins and normal fins.
The Samburu choose to share this land with their military neighbours. They live around the ranges and have learnt to accept the risk of unexploded ordnance. But over the years, many have lost their limbs after picking up such devices, while others have been killed.
If you find any of these items on the ground, you do not touch.
The Army's bomb disposal experts try to educate the local Samburu to leave what they discover on the ranges well alone.
Not really scaring the life out of them, it's just there's a few stories that I've been told about kids kicking grenades around like a football, and obviously they weren't aware of what was going on, but somebody was and stopped it straight away and reported it to the Kenyan Army, which they're supposed to, and then it was dealt with later.
But there is value in collecting these rounds for scrap metal, and souvenir hunting is common. 60-year-old Miriam lost both her sons when they tampered with a mortar round they found lying on the ground. She says the boys were trying to saw off the tail fin to place it on the end of a staff. Both died instantly when it went off.
I heard a big bang and I saw they were both dead, and I was very, very upset. I was also frightened that there would be another bang, so we left them where they died. I miss my sons.
Education is only half of the Army's job while it's out here. The soldiers also locate and dispose of what they find on the ranges. Many of these British and Kenyan pieces are years old and have become unstable, so have to be detonated where they fell. Operating in these harsh conditions is preparing the soldiers for Afghanistan. The regiment is part of a new reaction force set up to reduce the number of roadside bombs that kill or maim troops in theatre.
Clearly in Afghanistan you've got the pressures of being in a very high threat environment where you could be attacked at any moment realistically on the ground. Here in Kenya, clearly you don't have the threat of being attacked. I mean, just operating here in the heat that we have here, it makes it very challenging. They've got to keep themselves hydrated throughout. If you're not hydrated, you start getting confused in your thought. They've got to be sharp in mind to make sure they don't make mistakes in fundamentally doing what is a dangerous business.
Stand by, firing now!
With fewer unexploded ordnance littering their land and a grasp of the dangers, the ancient Samburu tribe should now find it much safer to live in peace on the firing ranges of East Africa. Derek Tedder in Kenya for the Army News Team. Derek Tedder in Kenya for Army News Online.